Hello learners, welcome. Today our lesson is about past simple. Before starting our lesson, we're gonna know how to form a past simple and how to use a past simple. As we know in English, we have regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs are those verbs who do not change in past simple. And irregular verbs are those verbs who change completely when we conjugate them in past simple. Let's get started. Look at these sentences. First one, he asked me a question yesterday. She paid me for lunch last week. These sentences are in the past simple tense. In the first sentence, we have verb to ask. In the past simple, asked. And in the second sentence, verb to pay. Paid in past simple. So first of all, let's see how to form a past simple tense. For regular verbs, we simply use infinitive form of the verb plus ed. We have some examples. First one, we talked to each other. The second one, I kicked the ball. As you see here, verbs, verb to talk, verb to kick, we added just ed at the end of the verb. We have some exceptions here. Verbs ending at y. For example, spy, study, envy, and many other examples. Y becomes I. Y becomes I when we conjugate the verb in past simple. Let's have some examples. First example, he studied in this school. The second, we envied her. Third, I spied on my neighbor. As you see here, verb to study, verb to envy, and verb to spy, all of them end with y, and it changes when we conjugate the verb in the past simple, and it becomes I plus ed. So now let's move to irregular verbs. As I said before, irregular verbs are those verbs who change when we conjugate them in past simple. So all irregular verbs have unique past simple form. For example, here in those examples, the first one, I spent my money last year. So infinitive form of the verb is to spend. Here, the second example, we built our house last week. The infinitive form of verb is to build. As you see here, verbs change completely when you conjugate them in a past simple. Now let's have a look at the past simple in questions. For all verbs, regular or irregular verbs, we use the auxiliary verb to do, but we need the past simple tense. Here, it's did. And the infinitive of the verb. We have here two examples. First question, did you walk this morning? The second, did you watch news? As you see here, we use a verb to do in the past as an auxiliary, and the infinitive form of the verb is to walk, and here to watch. Let's have a look at the past simple in negation. For all the verbs, regular verbs or irregular verbs, both of these two types, we write did plus not, didn't, plus verb. So we have an example, I did not eat, or we can say I didn't, this one, I didn't eat, I didn't walk, I didn't sleep, I didn't watch television, etc. Now let's see, when do we use past simple? Actually, we use past simple for actions or situations that happened at a specific time in the past. Actions or situations that happened in the past and they finished in the past. And we need we need to know when it happened, this action or this situation. For example, yesterday, last week, last year, etc. Thank you for your attention. I hope this lesson helps you. This is the end of my lesson. I hope to subscribe to my channel to get more videos about English language.